have Mr. Alan Harris. Look at this man, drop dead gorgeous. Your wife is going to kill me. You're too pretty. You're too beautiful.
She's watching right
She's
now.
watching.
But
Pat,
she knows you.
we love you.
She knows
I
you.
love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. I want to hear a song, Alan, before we do the talking. I want to hear you singing.
You want me to sing for you now?
Yes.
All right, I'd love to.
Please.
I woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Another night I spent alone. Comes as no surprise that we had that quarrel, and it tore my little heart in two. So I'm telling you, sweet darling, I can't live my life without you. That night you up and left me, my little world it just caved in. It's too late in my life, little darling, to look for some new love again. So if you have some pity, would you make my little dreams come true? Would you turn your love around? I can't live my life without you. Whenever you smile at me, my heart just skips and spins and grins. No matter if we're alone or in a room of noisy friends. Lately I talk to myself, I walk around, I make no sense. Can't you see, little baby, it's you that I love. Can't you see, little sissy, bring me that love. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Another night I spent alone. Comes as no surprise that we had that quarrel, and it tore my little heart in two. So I'm telling you, sweet darling, I can't live my life without you. Oh. Hey, girl.
I don't know how on earth you do it. If I check your work, guys, if I see this man's work, you take your time to get that guitar, Alan. It's all about you.
Hey,
we wait for you.
You gonna wait for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Can I come over there?
Please do.
I'm
come
coming
here.
over. I'm coming over right now.
I'm still upset that Pat didn't make it.
She's doing things.
I know she's
Someone
busy.
has to do something for me.
I know she's busy, but how come she's not here tonight? I said, Pat, that's okay. That's Danny in the camera.
Hello,
you hear
Danny.
him? Danny, we hear
Am I
you.
on, Danny?
We hear him on camera.
You hear me?
That's Gloria.
Good. All right.
Well, what do we do? Give me a hug,
come here.
baby. Give me a hug.
I
Thank
can't
you
believe
for
you got me on
coming.
your show. Thank you.
Yeah. I
is so
mean,
nice.
this is Alan. I tell you, you are such a gift, such a true gift.
Thank
a
you.
performer, a songwriter. I mean, a composer, a singer. You do it all.
I try.
No, you don't try, baby. You know what you're doing. And
try.
so's your wife.
She's something else, isn't she?
Oh, you tell me. First time I saw her, I said, this woman, she got what it takes.
She does.
She does. She
After
truly
the show,
does.
she's going to be impossible to live with.
Well,
you know that.
I mean, well, you guys.
But that's okay.
Well, you guys, I mean, I forgot, guys. I gotta introduce. We didn't even introduce the show. I want to say hi to my sponsors, to all my producers, George Santana, Charles Casano. Hopefully you feel better. You were very sick. Hopefully you feel better. Alice Romero, Gloria Messer, Ditra Kilsey, and Danny. Number one. Number two, my sponsors, the Micos, the best Italian specialties, Madonia's Brothers Bakery, Bruno Hair Salon. I know it doesn't show tonight, but
What?
see?
What? See, don't
You
make me
see that?
jealous. Don't
No,
make me jealous.
No, I mean, you don't want to have hair, Alan. This is a waste of time. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
It looks good.
Well, it is a little messy. No time to really fix myself up tonight, truly.
You look good.
Really.
You do.
Not
You
as
look
good as you. We're paying compliments to each other,
We
you
are.
see?
Well, we know each other.
We
so
know
there
each
you go.
other.
So there it is.
We're family.
We are.
We
really
are family.
We really are.
Okay, I want to talk about your career as a musician, as a creator, as an artist. Going back in time, since you were growing up, in Brooklyn. Beautiful. I hear the sound dragging, Danny. This is
It's
getting
live.
even
I love
better,
this.
man.
This is live.
This is live. I
pretty
love it.
adventurous.
I know.
It's pretty adventurous
Is it?
of you.
Is it?
It really is.
Right?
I have to give it to you. This is pretty adventurous.
Right? It's a little wild.
It is wild.
You don't know what's going to happen.
I don't. I'm scared. No.
Oh, you know, of
I'm
course.
not scared.
Nah, you
I'm
can. Look
scared.
at, I was watching you, how you handle that camera, man. You know what you're doing. You're a pro. Let's go back in time.
Let's go back in time. How
Can't
far
wait.
you want to go back?
Well, as far as you want to go.
Well, a little boy in Brooklyn, my mother playing music. She was a classical pianist. Graduated from performing arts. She was first graduating class from performing arts. So was her sister. She was an opera singer. So music was in my house. It was, and you could always tell what mood the women were when you walked into my house. What mood they're in by the type of music they played.
Really?
Oh yes.
Oh, wow. So they were angry and upset?
Or in a happy mood,
Or a
just-
happy
or you can
mood.
tell by the music. Way before you hit the door, right in the hallway, you said, "Oh boy." I look at my brother, I look at my cousin, I go like, "Oh boy, something's going on."
Something is going on.
What did you do? What
But
did you
you
do?
see, you get music in your blood then.
It was. I couldn't run from it. It was, and it puzzles me when I go to people's houses and there's no music playing. And
Yeah,
they
I
don't
know
have
how they
music
do
at
it,
all.
right?
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have music. It's like, what? We only play music at parties.
What is that?
I know. What is that? You know,
Right.
I need music all day long.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I
do.
know that.
It's
And
fun.
when do you discover that you have this talent, like your voice? Like, when? How, do you remember in back in time, like
I
the
do.
moment that?
I do. It was in the 3rd grade.
Okay.
Catholic school, Sister Frances Anthony. When you sat in different rows, your name, and each week she called up maybe 3 or 4 students in alphabetical order. Harris came up, H came up, and I had to do something. My mother said, "You're going to sing." I said, "What?" "You're going to sing. I'm going to teach you a song." She taught me Blue Velvet. She wore blue velvet. Remember the song? Blue Velvet?
Yes.
And I remember sitting in front of a class of all my peers, all the guys.
You were scared to death?
Scared. I was beyond scared. I didn't believe my mother made me do this, but she was like, every day we come home from school, she'd make me for half an hour sing this song for her. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You're gonna do this song?" Well, I sang it, and the teacher stopped me. Sister Frances, I remember this. Sister Frances Anthony stopped me. She said, "Stop." Oh, here it goes. She went out and got the principal, and 5 of the other nuns came back, made me sing the whole song. I looked out over my friends, my peers, and their mouths were open. That was it. I knew I had something.
You knew.
I knew it then. That was it. That
It
kicked
was your
in.
calling
That was
right
my
there.
calling. And I can't run from it.
And you didn't hesitate. You never had any self-doubt. This is
Never.
what I want to do.
You know, I feel blessed in that respect because I
Yes.
talk to a lot of people who vacillate between things and not sure what they want to do. I knew since then, and it's been a hellbound train since then.
Yeah, now I'm curious about your lovely wife. I want to know, because in a picture, there's a picture with you too.
Oh.
When she's like,
Well, you better tell her that
Pat,
you
she
know
knows,
me. You
Pat,
know me. You're like family, so you know us.
You know what picture I'm talking about,
That's
right on
right.
top of her desk.
Oh, yes.
That she's like that, like, oh, right. I want to hear about your love story. Can I hear about it? Can we hear about it? How you guys met?
I was a slave on the cabin in the river. No. She found me in the river.
It was quite, that beginning.
The
When
beginning.
you guys met, the first moment, I want to hear about it.
I saw her. I was in. She was like 17. You know, when I really noticed her, and she was walking down the walkway of this college. She went to school early. She's pretty intelligent, as you know.
I know.
She's pretty brilliant. She's always been that way. And I saw her. She had like a little mini skirt on, and
No.
she had
No kidding.
She did a little cut off jean mini skirt, which she made. It was cute. It can be. It had like heart on it, a red heart that her mother sewed on.
Right in her pocket?
Yeah, I said, "What is mother? What are you trying to do? Pimp your daughter off?" She was innocent. She grew up, and she had that and a pair of clogs on. These wooden clogs, these clog shoes. And I saw it. I was with a friend of mine who was a mentor. I said, "Who's that?" And she knew him. He said, "Oh, that's Pat." Blah 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 blah. And we got to know each other. She used to come to the band house. We had a band house on campus. She used to come up there and hang out, and
You hit it off.
well, we were friends for a while, Then
Okay.
one day it was a thunderstorm, and the band car wouldn't start on campus. So I'm hitchhiking up the hill, and it starts to pour. I mean, buckets. And so, ironically enough, I'm right below her room. She had an apartment with a girlfriend of hers. I went up there and knocked on the door, and she let me in, and we watched the Notre Dame together, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Every time we see that movie come on, we laugh.
Yeah.
That was the first night we were together.
The first movie that you guys
yeah.
watched together.
Yeah, and that was it. We've been together ever since.
Never stopped.
It's a true story.
It's a true story.
True story.
Love story.
Yeah.
Powerful couple. How do you manage? How do you do it to make it work with the music career and having your wife as a manager? I mean, how does it work?
You know, I don't know. I mean,
You guys don't kill each other, because that I know.
Well, you hear me, her
Well,
yell.
sometimes a little bit,
hear
but she's intense like you.
She is, man. Well, it has to be to deal with me.
Yeah.
You can't have a wimp.
Yeah.
You have to someone who fights back at me, you know. And I back down after a couple
but
times.
she's not afraid of you one bit.
What happened?
I don't know.
I lost my power.
What happened, man?
What happened? You're a woman. Tell me, when did I lose that power?
He-
I used to have it when we first dated. I used to have that, you know, that posturing where I say something, go, oh, really? Yeah, we're going here tonight. And when we get there, don't you look at no one else. And then after I finish playing, we're going to go home. And she'd be like, okay, I lost that completely.
But you don't need it.
I know, I like it now,
You
but
don't
still,
need it.
every once in a while, like, you know.
You don't need it. Your music. I
Yeah.
mean, my mom loves your music.
Does she really?
Oh yeah, she does. And the Christmas, like I was watching, you know, reading your website and checking all your information out, and it's quite amazing. You know, when she hears your voice, and Mom, she says, Sissy, he has this quality about him that he's so
Wow, that's so nice.
It's like my mom is picky. You know, she's from the old school, but she's very picky. But people love you. People.
That's so
when I
nice.
see people coming to your house, all
Thank you,
these
dear.
musicians, all
Thank
these
you.
talented people, they just come to you like flies.
It's my house, you know.
And you travel everywhere because you've been around.
Yeah.
You've been around to how many countries, Alan?
I think I've been Pat has been to more countries than me,
Okay.
believe it or not.
Okay. I
She's
believe
been
it.
to more countries than I have, and I've been like everywhere: Japan,
Russia.
South America, Russia,
Yes.
all of Europe, New Zealand. I mean, this goes on. But she's been in like more countries than me.
Right.
It's amazing. She's you know, we're talking about her a lot, but you know, they don't know her like we do. You know, she's like a
Yes.
big part of what I do.
Of course.
Big
And I
part.
want Detra, if we can, he's gonna be singing a song for us, another song, and then we're gonna be showing the video, Gloria. But yeah, you see that close up, as long as get it on focus, Detra. I'm not telling you what to do, baby. Just make sure that you take your time back. I'm holding this, Alan Harris. Is that nice, Alan? Does it
That's
look nice?
Yeah.
That's you. And if I have the other one, I show the other one, cross
Because that river.
that river. This is beautiful too. And you with the cowboy hat. That's
That's
something.
Once a Wild CD.
Yeah,
Country meets bluegrass meets jazz.
love it.
It's
I love
American
it.
music, you know.
Well, you are who you are, Alan. Can I have another song?
You want to hear another song?
Well, I would like to, but I want to make sure that Gloria, before we go to the song, because we're going live, and as you know, anything is possible here.
I'm
as
learning
you
that.
noticed.
I'm learning that.
You've seen it,
I
right?
come into, but you're like a wizard. It's amazing. I come in here and you got the crew rolling around. You got people. You got the Tuskegee Airmen here.
You know what?
That's amazing.
I was like, that, you
I'm looking
recognize
over
it
here, and
right
there's a
from-
guy who's an original Tuskegee Airman. He's over here. I might hang out. Who else is going to show up? Elvis? What?
Yeah, well, you never
got-
know.
you
There's
gotta
quite a
be,
few
man.
people here, Alan.
It's
You
amazing.
never know.
I'm telling you.
I want to make sure, Gloria Messett, that we have, in a bit, in about 5 minutes, we're going to show the video of that
You'll show the
song.
video? All right.
There's a video there. We're going to show a clip out of it. Is it ready now? We're going to show
Well-
it now? I guess we're going to show it now then.
Oh,
So
we are?
fade to black, and there it is.
Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Another night I spent alone. Comes as no surprise, 'cause we had a quarrel and it tore my little heart in two. But I'm telling you, sweet darling, I can't live my life without you. That night you up and left me, my little world had just caved in. It's too late in my life, little darling, to look for some new love again. So if you have some pity, would you make my little dreams come true? Now I'm telling you, sweet darling, I can't live my life without you. Whenever you smile at me, my heart just skips and spins and grins. No matter if we're alone or in a room of noisy, noisy friends. Lately I talk to myself. I walk around, I make no sense. Can't you see, little darling? It's you that I love. Listen here, pretty.
Yes, you can put it over there.
Joanne.
You see, this is, I